Okay, welcome to ZenTen with Jackie Rose. And now we're here to shade our patterns from the week. So let's take a nice deep breath in and out. And let's go back to our pendrils, which is what we did on day one. And for this, what we're going to do is just give a little bit of graphite on either end of each stem. Now, before we go any further, we need to do our tortillon toast. So on the count of 3, hold up your tortillon and just say tortillon with me. 1, 2, 3, tortillon. Very good. Thank you. And now you can kind of blend in those pencil graphite that we did. Now, if you have some graphite on your tortillon, you can just kind of dab those areas because they're quite small. And now, if you did any holly bough with these, see how it's going underneath? I like to put a little bit of graphite right where it's going underneath. And that's kind of a technique for with any pattern. Wherever it's going underneath, you can put in a little bit of graphite. Almost like it's like a little tunnel. You give that shade from the tunnel coming through. So I'm just going to go now and very relaxed and slow, just putting in some graphite very deliberately on either end of each stem, not thinking too much about it. There's no perfection in Zentangle. We don't need to think about how it looks. Just put that graphite down. Either end of those stems and where it might be going underneath if you did any of those. And sometimes in such a small area, it doesn't even need a lot of blending. And you don't have to do it on all of them. So these tortillons or blending sticks come in all different sizes, and I think what I'd like to do, I should have, I know I have a smaller one, because these are real skinny stems. I made my stems nice and skinny, so I should have had a little tiny blending stick, a nice thin one, which I have someplace in my storage closet, I think. It's all good, it's all right. It's working. Okay. And I might work on that a little bit later, and that's something, you all can do. You don't have to just do everything with me during the time we have together. Hopefully, when the video ends, you'll keep working on whatever you're working on. Whether it's the shading or drawing the patterns, or just keeping it out and adding to it later. And remember, there'll be a post on the Facebook page for you to post a copy of what you did this week. Really I love seeing everybody's. Okay, so now let's move on to day 2, where we'll just do these orbs. So with the orbs, I think I'm just going to give a little bit on one side of the orb. So again, using the side of my tip, just putting some graphite down. So sorry if you heard my device come on for a reminder what I need to do. And then we just blend that in with our tortillon in little round motions, little circular motions. Just blending it in. You can also go in different directions. Doesn't just have to be circular. I like to blend it in circular and then maybe go back and forth the opposite direction that it was drawn on. So that makes it really different. Now with what's left on my tortillon, I'm just going to kind of just go through these little orbs, just kind of like go, just dabbing through lightly, very lightly, so it just touches some of them or just a little bit, just gives it a little bit of a color. Now, okay. So for this one, we kind of did this one because, well, we have some gray in here for the pattern. And I think what I'd like to do for shading for this one is just do the pillow. So I'm taking the line that was already here from the string and just kind of taking that pencil line that's already there hidden and just kind of blending that. So I'm just blending that and giving it around the shape. Now, it's not a whole lot, so I'm going to take my pencil and I'm just going to go right along the perimeter of this pattern, and I'm going to go pretty dark. I'm going to be daring. Now you can always just put down a little bit and then add more later, which is what I usually do, but I'm going to go real dark just so we can see what that might look like, and then you can decide if you want to go dark or not. And it's just something different to do, to go nice and dark. And I'm just staying around the perimeter of this whole section, turning my tile so the tortillon faces that line of the border. Just bringing that in a bit. So do what feels right to you, and there we go. And I think for Tripoli, I think the only thing I'm going to do is find these, see where these roads kind of intersect right here. I'm just going to, with my pencil, kind of go with a give it an orb. I'm giving it a shaded orb right in the middle of where the roads meet. I call these roads. Even though we drew triangles, we created some roads. And not everybody has them, and everybody's is going to look different, and you might want to shade differently, but this is what I'm doing. Now, if you don't have those intersections, you can actually, you can do a little color in these little triangles with this gray, if you'd like. It's just an option. So many different ways to shade. And then we blend it in. You could also give this a pillow shading or cushion shading, which is just around the perimeter, lightly. And there we are. And then when we're done, we sign our artwork any way you like. And make sure you turn it around in different angles to see what it looks like. See how different it looks. And we completed another week of ZenTen. So please relax, continue doing what you are doing, and take a photo, post it on the designated Facebook page. Once that is up there, and I can't wait to see what you all did, please give me a thumbs up with this video and subscribe to the channel if you're not yet a subscriber. So thanks for being here, and we'll see you again next week.